Hey, welcome. Today I have for you 5 tips to holiday immune and emotional health. It comes down to how we use food to boost our emotional health and our immune system. So, stress, honestly, I know you know this, it's real. It's part of our everyday real lives, and we are feeling it so much more so right now. And the stress, the more we feel it and the more it is added on, the more it wreaks havoc on our immune system and the more it wreaks havoc on our emotional health. So here I have for you 5 tips that you can use throughout the holiday season to help to boost your immune and boost your emotional health. So number 1 is pretty obvious. It's eat healthy. But what that means is to limit alcohol and limit added sugars and eat whole foods. And that might sound like, okay, pretty straightforward up front, but how do you actually do that in real life? And that's something that I help you with in my nutrition groups. But let me give you a really quick tip that you can use starting right here and today. So when you are going grocery shopping or when you're looking in your pantry to find like, okay, what I'm choosing to eat right now or cook for my family, is this limiting alcohol? Okay, well, that's a pretty straightforward one. Or is this limiting added sugar? And is this a whole food? Let's say, for example, I'm looking at making spaghetti and I'm choosing the spaghetti sauce because I'm low on time. I'm limited on time tonight. And I want to make spaghetti using a jarred spaghetti sauce. That is reasonable. So you pick the spaghetti sauce and you want to look at not the front label. I ignore everything on the front label because it's completely deceiving. And I turn the spaghetti sauce around and I look at the back label, but I ignore the nutrition facts at the top. And you want to look just to the bottom at the ingredients. Usually it's at the bottom anyway, but you only want to look at the ingredients. Hi, Natalia. And on the ingredients, that is where you are going to look for only whole foods. So if you see a word that is unrecognizable, that's not a whole food. That is most likely a chemical, and that's not something you want. And you're also going to look in the ingredients if it says sugar. Then if it says sugar in the ingredients, then that means it's added sugar into that item. And that's not something we want. That's something we want to limit at this time, especially throughout the holiday season, so that we can boost our immune system, so we can boost our emotional health. So we want to choose instead, we're speaking about spaghetti sauce in this case, a spaghetti sauce that does not have sugar in the ingredients. So hopefully you can find one. So that's what we're looking for in that case. So things like spaghetti sauce, almond butter, peanut butter, things along those lines, that's a little quick tip that I use to make sure, am I eating whole foods? Am I limiting my added sugar? But am I still being mindful of how can I practically eat as a busy mom with limited time and schedule? So that is one little really quick tip that you can use. If you need more help, then I have a great nutrition group that helps you with how to do even more of that. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to focus on supportive nutrients. So nutrients that support your immune system and support your emotional health. I'm talking like vitamin D, vitamin C, magnesium, zinc. I'm talking about healthy fats like omega-3s. So these are vitamins that are going to support the emotional health, support the immune system. And you can get these from, like vitamin D, you can get by going outside and getting a little bit of sun for the day. Even in the winter months, there's ways we can find a little bit of sun here and there. Some states easier than others. And you can also get it by eating the rainbow. And so what I mean by eating the rainbow is eating a balance of all of the food groups. And we already talked about eating whole foods. So eating our fruits and our vegetables and eating a variety within these, eating a variety of protein and carbs. Also, there's such great variety in carbs, quinoa and rice and potatoes too, whole grains. There's so many great things. Eating a variety within healthy fats, avocados, nuts, almond butter, peanut butter, hummus, so many great things there. So eating that rainbow is going to help you get that supportive nutrients. And another really great one that's my absolute favorite to get every single day is a nutrient dense shake. I love Shakeology. It's my favorite. It tastes so good. I drink it every day, and it gives that immune boosting and emotional health boosting nutrients that you need every day. Tip number 3 is to be mindful of the sweet stuff. So I'm talking being mindful because I think sometimes when we just try to go all or nothing, that never seems to work. And for me, to be mindful, it helps to really know the facts. That helps me in those moments of, do I want to have one cookie or do I want to go all in and eat the entire batch of cookies that we just made? So I want you to know this. There are studies that show that eating sugar affects the body and the immune system, and I believe also the emotional health several hours after we consume it. So sometimes for me, I'll have that one sugar cookie. My son and I make sugar cookies together, and it's so much fun, and I want it a part of our holiday season. And I'll have that one sugar cookie, and at first the cravings, I really want that next one, and then next one, and the next one, and the next one. But then thinking about those facts helps me put those brakes on and be more mindful. Also, if you're not already taking in those immune boosting supplements and vitamins and supporting your immune and supporting your emotional health in that way, drinking something like Shakeology, this is the time to start because it's going to help curb those cravings. So Shakeology is amazing in the sense that it does give your body all the nutrients that it needs that you cannot get in just the foods that you eat alone any longer or really in our lifetime. And so just by giving your body the nutrients that it needs every day, it helps curb those cravings, and it makes it that much easier to enjoy that one cookie, but not that whole batch, so that you can be mindful. Number 4 is to cut back on the cocktails and wine. So notice I said cut back. I am not saying cut it out, because I really do love to have that be a part of my holiday season. There's so many cocktails that are just a part of our traditions. So, but again, just like number 3, where we were being mindful of the sweet stuff, I think knowing some of the facts helps to be mindful, to know when and where we want to cut back on some of the alcohol. So knowing the fact that alcohol, and many of us know this, greatly increases our risk of infection. So when we're talking about holiday health for our immune and holiday health for our emotional health, alcohol, it does. There are facts that it greatly increases our risk for infection, and it also lowers our emotional health. So when we are wanting to feel better and we're wanting to boost our immune system, cutting back on the alcohol is only going to help all of that. So having something like a nutrition program like I share and support you with in my nutrition groups is going to help you with, how do I do that actually in real life without having to go all in or all out? How do I make this practical with my real life, my family life, and my holiday life too? Number 5 is to get the lymph pumping. The lymphatic system is a part of your body. It lives within your muscles. And when you get that moving, it helps to reduce infection and fight it off. It fights off infection, it fights off disease, and it gets you feeling better. So the way you get that moving to get it working is you gotta move your muscles. So when you get your muscles moving, you get the lymphatic system moving, you start to fight off infection, you start to fight off disease, you start to feel better. So doing just little things like a 10-minute walk a day, maybe a 15-minute stretch or a 20-minute workout. That's all you need to do to get that lymphatic system moving so that you feel better throughout the holiday season. So if you want a little bit more on doing these things and adding them into your holiday season in a way that really fits with your busy holiday schedule and with your family life, then I'm going to drop below this video a link to my 4-week healthy holiday guide with some more recipes, some more tips, some mindset tips, as well as some workouts that you can do at home on your own time with your really busy schedule. So I hope that's helpful to you, and have a really healthy, happy holiday season. All right, everybody. See you all soon. Bye.